Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did you guys know that I can't snap with my left hand? It doesn't make a good sound. Right? Left. I'm flicked. What's up, you guys? I am back with the second half of my July wrap-up. The first wrap-up I did was my booktubeathon and stuff that I DNF'd and the graphic novels that I read, and this one is gonna be everything else. So I ended up reading 5 physical copies of books and listening to 4 audiobooks, so that would make 9 books. I was killing it in July. So we'll start off with the audiobooks. The first audiobook that I listened to in July was Pandoras Lab by Paul A. Offit. This book is about how science has gone wrong. I thought it was gonna be stories about like specific science instances. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that show where the doctors would talk about stuff that went wrong in the ER and stuff like that. I thought it was gonna be something like that, but it wasn't. But I'm okay with that. It ended up being about history and science throughout history and how it has shaped the things that we do. Like, the first story, it started talking about heroin and basically how freaking Bayer, the company Bayer, built its brand off of heroin, and how they used to give heroin to babies, and how fancy women wouldn't take heroin because it wasn't ladylike, so they drank laudanum, which is basically fucking liquid heroin, and how doctors used to prescribe it for everything and say that it wasn't addictive when it really was. I just found this book so fascinating. I am such a history person, and there were a couple of stories that really fucking pissed me off. Like this one story about how DDT came to be banned because it started off with this one white lady going hysterical over some animals and saying that the DDT was killing the animals when DDT was killing mosquitoes and shit that were spreading malaria. And so when they banned DDT, which is the cheapest pesticide, the poorer countries that had malaria, the black countries, could not afford the more expensive pesticides. So motherfuckers was dying from malaria because this stupid heifer wanted to open her mouth and spread lies. And that story just really pissed me off. This book was excellent if you are a science person, if you're a history person, if you just want to listen to a good story, some good stories. Go check it out. I gave it 5 stars. Then I listened to A New Model, What Confidence, Beauty, and Power Really Look Like by Ashley Graham. Ashley Graham, for those of you who don't know, is a plus-size model. She's the chick that was the first plus-size model to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine. And basically in this book, she's just talking about how she was raised and how she got to be where she is. I had some issues with this book, mainly just some of her ideals and kind of the way she was raised and some of the way she looks at certain situations in her life, and a couple of things that she was allowed to do with her body at a young age. There were a couple of encounters that she had as a child with boys and damn near molestation, and it was kind of glossed over in the book, and I just really didn't appreciate that. Yeah, I gave it 2.5 stars. I wouldn't recommend it. And then I listened to Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Hands down, the best book I have listened to, read at all this whole entire year. You know what? I'm not even gonna go into detail. I am going to do a review. I promise you I will do a review because I just... whoo! In the meantime, go check out the review on Dominique's channel, The Storyscape, and you gotta listen to the audiobook. Do not read the book. You wanna know why you can't read the book? Because he says a lot of names, a lot of South African names that you have to listen to him say them, because you will not be able to say them properly in your head unless you speak the languages that he speaks, because he speaks like 925 different languages, and he's freaking awesome. And I didn't know that he and I are around the same age. So Mr. No, if you watching this, hey, 5 stars. Everyone needs to listen to this audiobook. And the last audiobook that I listened to was One Day We'll All Be Dead and None of This Will Matter, or One Day This Will Matter, because it's crossed. You can look at you can see it. By Sachi Cole. This was basically essays about her life and growing up Indian in Canada and visiting her family. And it was very interesting. And if you like essays, it was pretty good. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I definitely recommend this. There's parts in the audiobook where she's saying that her dad sends her these philosophical text messages, and I think she has him reading those text messages on the audiobook, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, go check it out. Then the physical books that I read last month, the first one was Perfect, which is the second book in the Flawed series by Cecilia Ahern. I don't have a physical copy because I got it from the library because I wanted to finish the duology, because that's all it is a duology. But I didn't want to pay the money for it because it wasn't really worth it. The Flawed series is about this society in which there is a court where people go on trial for moral wrongdoings. Yeah, stuff happened. I enjoyed this duology. I ended up giving the second book 3 stars. I can't really remember any issues that I had with it, but that's because I can't really remember a lot about it. So yeah, that tells you something. Then I read Confused Spice by Mathis Bailey. Mathis Bailey has a YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure. There was a live show hosted on Dee Brown Girl Reading's channel where he answered some questions. That was a long live show, y'all. I enjoyed reading this book. It is about 2 guys. One of them is gay and the other one doesn't know what he is, and then they're neighbors and stuff happens. It's a really quick read. I read it in like a couple of hours. The only issue that I had with this book was the grammatical errors. They were bothering me. And then how one of the characters was talking, I didn't like it. He sounded stupid. Other than that, it's a quick read. I would recommend it. Then I read American Street by Ibi Zaboy. Normally, I go and listen to the intros of audiobooks to see how these authors' names are pronounced, but I am recording on my phone, so I cannot do that right now. I should have did it beforehand so that I could know how you pronounce her name. However, this is about a girl who leaves Haiti to go live with her aunt and her cousins in Detroit. Yes, haha, I remembered. Then there's boys involved in school, and it's about how she integrates and how her cousins are just a hot fucking mess. I think I'm gonna do a review. I don't think I'm gonna do a video review. I think I'm going to post it on my blog. I will let you guys know when I do that. But I gave this book 4 stars. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Then I read The Book of Phoenix by Nnedi Okorafor. I gave this book 5 stars. I have written a review already. I will be recording a video after I finish this one so that you guys can check it out and you can go see what the book is about and what I thought about it. Because all the things. And lastly, I read The Sellout by Paul Beatty. Why y'all didn't tell me I was saying his name wrong? I kept saying Paul Beatty. It's not Paul Beatty, it's Paul Beatty. Anyway, I gave this book 4 stars. I was doing a read along with Eli from The Book Supplier, and we will be having a live show on Saturday to discuss all the goings-ons that was in this book. And all I have to say is, what in all the fucks did I read? Because I'm still not sure. Anywho, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below in my belly, and I will talk to you guys later.